a 23-foot van through Las Vegas airport, and it is not fun. It's 3:40 in the morning. You'd think this place would be dead, but it's not. Dropped Rachel off. She's flying to LA this morning. I came back to the casino where we stayed last night in the parking lot and laid down, tried to get some sleep. Really didn't work out. It rained for a little bit though. That was cool. That was relaxing. So I'm gonna have my breakfast and coffee, and then Zeke and I are gonna figure out where we're gonna go for the weekend. We're finally getting going now though. Had breakfast, had some coffee, and now Zeke and I are gonna go figure out where we're gonna hang out for the next 4 days. Might bounce around a little bit, but I wouldn't mind just kind of hunkering in somewhere, and the weather's supposed to be cool, so it'll be fine. See what happens and where we end up, right? Cheers. He left his cup of coffee in the back, so. Mom was always the navigator, and if you sit in that seat, you got to tell me where to go, because this Las Vegas traffic's gonna be nuts. Yeah? You got it? Okay, just tell me left and right, okay? I don't know where I am. I know I'm in Las Vegas, but I'm like, oh, I would have thought we would have been turning onto 15. I have no idea where we are. That's funny. And really half the time, well, pretty much this whole trip, I never know where we are, because Rachel looks at the map, she tells me where to turn, and that's just how we do it. So we'll see. We'll see if there's a spot to camp and set up shop, play with the boy for a little bit, maybe play some ball. Got his attention real quick. A lot of Las Vegas that looks identical, like the neighborhoods, the gas stations, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, do you want that armrest down? I can show you how to work that if you want to put a paw on it. Been traveling for half an hour maybe. I know I was listening to some tunes. I came off the one side road and I heard some jingling, and we got the exhaust came split off there. It's just the tail section, which is a good thing. It's super hot, like I can't move it hot, so now I have to find some gloves. Never fails, man. Hold on, buddy. So, I'm gonna see if I can just get this tied up. Been on the road by myself for maybe an hour, not including when I dropped Rachel off at the airport and left. So that's not really what I was looking to have happen. The good news is it's just the tail section of the exhaust. But of course, perfect timing. I'm going to be up here for I don't know how long, well, till Sunday, probably. And now I got this big pipe. I was going to try and sleeve it back on, but part of the mount where it's rusted, I can't get it to hold back on there. So in that case, it's like what's going to happen is if I get it sleeved on there, it'll just fall off again. Now the ground's wet. So long story short, it's going to stay in here until I can get to a parts store. Really starting to come down, man. I guess it's pretty though. Just weird how we can be in 80-degree weather, 83-degree weather, and then 40-degree weather. I didn't even check and see what the low was supposed to be tonight. So I guess maybe I should just level out here. I should do something with this damn exhaust. Maybe just put it under the van. Rachel had some quinoa salad that she made, so I'm gonna finish that off. I got some steaks for tonight. They were sell by or cook by today's date. That saved me like $6 or $7, and I was like, no problem, I'll cook them tonight. Him and I are just out for a morning stroll. I'm having my cup of joe. I think what's so amazing about traveling is different smells. I'm on a little walk this morning with Zeke, and I got a smell, and it reminded me of like this trip Rachel and I took up on the North Shore when the leaves were changing. It was getting colder. It also just makes me realize how content I can be out in nature. This gives me some sense of peace, how simple everything can be. You don't have to overthink anything. I don't know where this leads. I don't know where it goes, but it feels like home. Weird. And that's the hard part. A lot of people don't understand that. It's like we have tough breakups every couple of days. Not Rachel and I, but the spots that we fall in love with. You know, we call them home, we set up shop. As soon as we get comfortable, boom, on to the next. And we love it because being spontaneous and the adventure aspect of not knowing what's around the next corner, where we're going to stay next, is it going to be mountains, is it going to be the ocean, it's going to be rainforest. That's so cool. Like I think everyone should at least have a moment or a chapter in their lives where they do something like that. Just makes you feel alive. Home sweet home. I think we walked a little over 3 miles. I didn't realize how much food I had. Yesterday I stopped and got steaks and pork. The day before I got chicken, drummies. I have pizza, I have tacos. There's a spot, if I look right through those trees, that I would like to go grab. But you know what? Listen to me, man. Why do I gotta be so picky? This spot is beautiful. I wish I could level out a little bit better. I could tweak with it later. Yesterday I parked over here to have that as the wind block, which was really nice. It's the luxury of it though, in all honesty. I mean, we're not on any sort of a reservation system. We can move whenever we want. I can move 4 times a day. Yesterday, I think I moved 3 different times. And then ended up spending the night here. But that is the nice part. When you're in a campground, you're in spot 24, you're stuck on spot 24. Here, it's like, if I want to be more desert, if I want to be mountain view, it really makes no difference in the sense of whether I want to move or not. And that's the nice part about this van. Besides my leveling blocks, and like if I'm going to hit some rough roads, I'll take down Starlink. I really don't need to take down Starlink. But it's like, I can just poof, back up, take the leveling blocks, tell Zeke to get in, and we head out and we go find another site, and I'm set up in 3 minutes. When you got a trailer or a tent or a camper, there's a little more method to the madness, if you will. You're like, Nate, why do we need to know all this? You don't. 10 years from now or 2 years from now, I'll watch this video and I'll replay this whole day. You know, oh, Zeke and I found this spot, went and camped. This is the first time in the van that I've been out in the middle of nowhere, just me. So it's cool, unique experience, you know, and it's the first time I've done this. It's really cool. I miss Rachel, can't wait to have my traveling partner back. Me loves her, but this is cool. It's a unique experience for sure. I've said it before and I'll say it again. There's just something about this. This is just so unique. You know, here I sit, I have full amenities. I have internet, I have electricity, I have water, and I have food and shelter. And I sit here and I look out here and watch this view and prepare my meal, my lunch. Zeke's just cashed out. fireworks show going on. Another great night's sleep. Had a couple kitty cocktails last night. Actually caught a little bit of a buzz. Haven't caught a buzz in, I don't remember the last time, to be honest. So that was cool. Here I am. I'm still alive. I was feeling it this morning though. I mean, I didn't have an excessive amount, but I had a gin and tonic, a Fireball water, a vodka Mio, a Bloody Mary, maybe like 2 beers. Okay. I had a couple. I hung out, partied by myself. But yeah, just got to do that every once in a while to set the jet straight and make me realize why I don't do it anymore excessively. Not that I ever did it before excessively, but back home it was kind of like a weekend tradition. That's just what you did on the weekend. Was not live. You drank. That was like a punchline. Oh, funny. So I don't know what the scoop is today. I'm going to work on the video a little bit more of Zion. Zeke and I will go for a WALK. I'd like to do 2 of them again. Yesterday I think I did 7 miles total, just under 7, which is nice. He liked it, I liked it. So I felt the need to kind of clean up a little bit. It had been a while. Rachel's gone, so don't really have the need to impress anyone. And it feels good to put on jeans and a button up. And if I video chatted Rachel right now, she'd think I was going on a date or something. But yeah, it just feels good to clean up. But look at this guy. He is literally hiding because he thinks I'm leaving and he's not coming with. But it's like, dude, you and I are going for a WALK. That's the plan. So yeah, did the old wet wipe. I was going to do a full shower in here, but what's the point? I'll go to a Planet Fitness tomorrow. It doesn't make sense to drive a half an hour, 40 minutes to a Planet Fitness to shower just to come back out here to sleep. I could sleep at the casino again and then go straight to the airport, but I think I'd rather be out here. Ourselves a new view. People laughed and I figured, you know what? I'm gonna move down here. It's gonna be my last night here. Got to pick Rachel up tomorrow. I'll get a view of this mountain. Who says you can't have Chipotle out in the middle of the desert, huh? Not I. You can pretty much look out your windows in your house and stuff's gonna stay. Unless you get a neighbor that does something and then you're like, oh, that's new. I can just move across the street and face my sliding door to the other side of the mountains and boom, mountain view there. It's pretty cool, it's unique. I'm sure most of the people that watch this, I said that really fast, most of the people that watch this are people that are maybe interested in the lifestyle, in van life, and that's a good thing because then they can like hear about this stuff, and there's plenty of other people and videos you could watch. But the people that aren't interested in it, you're probably watching it like, okay, yeah, we get it, dude, you can move your house, how cool, well, must be nice. I wouldn't want to live in a box if you paid me. That's not who. Realistically, I'm not making these videos for people, I'm making them for memories. I've told Rachel that for a long time. I want to be able to 10, 15 years from now, or even a year from now, sit, crack a bottle of wine, and watch some of this stuff and just laugh and giggle and amaze us as to all that we have done. I think Rachel's going to be pretty impressed with how much food's left. I said this before, but I think she was thinking she'd probably come back and there wasn't going to be anything left. So we just did like $160 worth of grocery shopping because we were in the middle of nowhere for a long time. So we were running pretty low, pretty much. What a view. It's beautiful, isn't it?
If my flight had been on time, like I would have barely had like 45 minutes. It would have been just real quick, and so whatever, I can't change it. So
yeah, that would have been nice.
Right, well, we'll talk to you soon. I'll give you an update in a bit, but drive safe otherwise.
Sounds good. Well, I love you. Text me, keep me updated. Schoolie called Hannah. It's got AC, a trailer with a bunch of solar, It's cool. It's really unique. I love it. I super enjoy seeing people's creative sides and just different ways of traveling and seeing the country, and you know, unconventional to the typical home, if you will. It's a whole different world that exists. You know, there are certainly people that are doing this because they don't have a choice. For Rachel and I, fortunately, it was a case of choice where we're like, you know, hey, we want to explore, we want to do this while we can, and you know, while it's still legal to free camp and stuff. Like, it's pretty incredible that in 60 plus days we have not spent 1 cent on parking, staying, or we're doing this by choice, and it's so unbelievably cool to just see different builds and schoolie vans, cars. Like, I mean, I don't hate on people that are doing it in a car. Yeah, if it wasn't for Zeke, which we wouldn't trade for the world, Rachel and I would probably do something smaller, an SUV. The Prius was to get 50 miles per gallon. A hybrid battery, we could run inverter, pressure cooker, all that stuff, and that was sweet. But having this much space is great. I mean, I think if we were on the road for 3 months together and it was warmer or cooler, the Prius would become a chore because there just wasn't a lot of space. Like, Rachel and I were living in this, you know. But yeah, anyways, I think it's super rad, and I think a lot of people, if they would just give it a whirl and give it a go, they would think the same. Now I'm going to pick Rachel up at the airport, and we'll see where we go. I mean, that's the beauty of it. We literally just get to say, hey, we're gonna start heading towards this way. She'll kind of look at different camp spots and attractions or sites to see along the way, and if we see something that appeals to us, we let the wind take us there, if you will. And if we don't like it, we just keep on moving on down the road. That's the beauty of it. It's just, it's sweet. Oh, you got the road blocked off by cops. How you doing? Pretty good. How about you? Towards Vegas. Zeke. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Oh, really? Okay. It's blocked off. There's people I thought it was maybe a car accident or something. And old killer went nuts when the cop went to the car. But he said, you know, just pull over here and park, and then I'll explain how we're going to get you out of here. And he said, you know, don't be surprised if it takes like up to a half an hour. It's going to be a while. Are you saying hello to the puppy? What is he saying?